Oh God! And welcome tonight. Welcome our next guest. Welcome to the Caribbean Celebrity Show, my brother. Big up yourself. Bless up.
Rastafari, Selassie. You don't know. Well, I'm not a Rasta, but
big up yourself. Yeah,
big up the General, Mr. Cash, Major Flow, and Mr. Exodus. Blessings,
Big up yourself,
I'm happy that you guys, have me on the show. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to the great event, and I'm in a great show. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the Caribbean Celebrity Show.
Listen, I listen to your music, and I'm already a fan. I'm already a big fan, and I'm eager to get to know more about you. So feel very comfortable. Our listeners and our audience, our guests are going to be fans as well. And first, I must say, congratulations on a great body of work. I've gone through some of the songs that I've discovered online, and I must say, wow. Well done so far. Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm. So I think it's fair to say we have a celebrity in the midst tonight. So.
well, I'm appreciate it, man. I'm humbled by it. I mean, for every man that recognizes a celebrity, I wish the same for you, my brother. You know what I mean? Because we all are celebrities in our own right. I mean, because I'm on your platform, and you're hearing me, and you're hearing my music. So we are here sharing, our goods and services. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So let me just introduce myself. I'm Cashflow, aka Cash Major, based in the UK. I'm originally from St. Lucia.
Right.
And we have my co-host. You'll introduce yourself.
Mr. X. I'm also originally from St. Lucia, but I live in Switzerland.
Wow, amazing. So that's good. You're giving back to your community, giving back to your country, giving back to the Caribbean community. So this is celebrity right there. Celebrity thinking, celebrity vibes. I like it already. Yeah, man. Yeah. Exodus, so movements of your people. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
So tell us about yourself. The name. I don't want to mispronounce it, so I'm waiting to hear the correct pronunciation.
No. Let me hear you first. Go ahead. Let me hear you first.
Skopyon.
That's it. Well, with your Lucian accent, you get a big pass. You get a big pass. Well, the original name. The original name came from the 1989 movie Red Scorpion, because in those days, in early days, in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Calypso, Junior Calypso, that big thing. It is still a big thing, but in those days we only had one radio station, which was Radio 75. So at that time, in terms of any song that comes on the radio, everybody gonna hear that song. It's not like we have 25 radio stations. You know what I mean? So in those time, when you hear Junior Calypso was one of the biggest events, because that's where parents and guardians will go to support, and the community, a matter of fact, the whole school will go and represent for that particular student whoever get picked for the Junior Calypso competition. So when the teachers came to me to ask me if I want to sing, I told them no, because I know the kind of audience is going to be there. And in those days, we didn't have the exposure like we have now, where you have TV, you have a little iPhone, you could watch camera phone. We didn't have none of those things. You know that back in those days, So for me, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. So my teacher said, well, hey, you have a choice. It's either to get some straps or sing. And in those days, so I say, okay, I want straps. I'm going to sing. You know what I mean? So right there, so my name was Red Scorpion, like Red Scorpion. But then as I grew older, in the and then I was in lead vocalist for the National Youth Band of St. Vincent, I started to mess with the spelling, and I realized, hey, I could change the spelling, because the way we speak in St. Vincent, we speak a little bit different than you guys. You guys have the French influence. If you could correct me if I'm wrong, but we are originally African. So when we speak with that type of shortness. So our pronunciation may be a bit short. So for example, instead of saying scorpion, we say scorpion. You understand?
Scorpion.
So,
yeah.
So then I start messing with the word, and then when I look at the spelling, I choose the right letters until it looks beautiful, like how it looks right now, scorpion. You know what I mean? So then I add a meaning to it, which is the musical sting. So the scarp is a sting and the yon is beyond. So the musical sting and beyond. And that's what it is, you know what I mean? And I've lived up to my name for many years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like a scorpion, the vibe stinging. Yeah,
come on, man. Yeah, man.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
Mr. X.
So
how long you been singing?
Well, I just give it to you there. 1989 was my first entry. was my first entry. But it's really 1990 was the year that I actually got into the finals of the Junior Calypso competition. Then from there, joined the National Youth Band. Did my first major recording in 1996, which became a hit in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A song called "Loosen Up."
Okay.
I actually did a video for that song as well. When I was Skin and Bones, you know what I mean? But it's a beautiful thing. It was a hit song. Then from there, I start to understand what music is, how to compose, how to write, and I got all these training from my the musical director of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Mr. Geoff Venner, who actually invited me to join the National Youth Band. So, and then I was introduced to voice training, learn to play instrument and all these things, and the list goes on and on and on. You know what I mean? I've won Road March, Calypso Monarch, Raga Soca Monarch, and new songs, so many things. I won best new artist.
You see, that is why. Wow. You see, that is why I'm so really grateful for this forum, because you have so many accolades under your belt, and although the world is getting smaller through technology and everything, but sometimes we lose out on these gems because sometimes we have our own set of artists in St. Lucia, or that in our little niche or network, and then we have artists that are doing big things within their own community, and then the world needs to know. They need to. You have all those accolades, all those things under your belt. You understand? And then I'm only just now discovering you.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something. Look at this. I don't know if you could see that, right? Look at that.
Boy.
See that? Yeah. So all those are
no. You zoom through there too fast. Give us a slow panoramic.
Okay.
Slow motion. Yeah.
Boy.
So what I mean, and there are more, because some of them got broken. You know what I mean? But I mean, I'm just showing you that I've won. As I said, I've won.
Putting in the work, man. You've been putting in the work, man. Wow.
I've won international awards as well. You know what I mean, with some of the biggest names in music. Of course, I'm still grinding, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good vibe. You know what I mean?
That's remarkable. We have a little short clip of a little performance, a little stuff we discovered on YouTube. Let's take a little glimpse of that. Boy. Let me tell you, I see why they have all these trophies there now. You understand? I see why you have that collection. Whoa. So have you ever performed in St. Lucia?
Yeah. I perform in St. Lucia. I used to be over there annually in Viewfort. Yeah. I forgot the name of the promoter who used to bring me over there. I forgot the name of the promoter, man. But anyway, if you listen, brother, if you're still on the land of the living, brother, respect, you know what I mean? And big up Lucian, because St. Lucia is our neighbor, because we can go right to the northern part of St. Vincent and see when people hang up their clothes, you know what I mean? No, for real.
Wow. So obviously St. Lucia and St. Vincent, it's really close, and neighbors, in fact. And yeah, so promoters out there, definitely we need to really get this brother over in St. Lucia as well for the carnival. It's not too late, you know.
Right.
And so at the moment, is your carnival about to kick off as well?
Well, yeah, it kicking off because the cricket kick it off. You know what I mean? Well, I shouldn't say the cricket. Yeah, the cricket kicking off the carnival right now because there are a lot of visitors here already, and the bars. Well, officially, this Friday coming is when St. Vincent Carnival really kicks off. You know what I mean? The 10-day celebration. But we start way before that because we have the rural carnivals, which is in the countryside, if you want to speak that way. And they have the Soca Monarch, they have Road Jump Up, we have Juve. You know what I mean? And then I'm traveling to one of our sister islands, one of baby islands, one of the Grenadine islands of Beckway. This Friday or Saturday, I'm going there for the Queen show. So so each island in St. Vincent and Grenadines normally have a little bit of the carnival before the major festival. You know what I mean? And which is something that we promote so that everybody can have, or every aspect or every piece of our island can have their own little niche of the celebration. You know what I mean? So that is one thing we promote as St. Vincent and Grenadines because, of course, we have 32 islands and keys. So St. Vincent is one of the most unique islands in the world that has, all these other, little small islands to manage. So it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? And if you've never been to St. Vincent, or even the listeners who are listening, this is an opportunity for you to come because, of course, we are neighbors. You could just jump over on a boat or on a plane ride, 24 minutes, and you reach St. Vincent. You know what I mean? And of course, we promote CARICOM, where we integrate. You know what I mean? We share different knowledge, and there are a lot of St. Lucians over here because there's this lady who works. She was one of digital promoters, and I used to work with her. She's from Lucia. Shiva, yeah. There's a lot of Lucians who came over here and work, and some of them would have, even start a family as well over here. And so we see that integration as it relates to CARICOM nationals, where we can go to other islands and work and share our expertise, so that we could unify our Caribbean and to help develop our Caribbean in the sense of unity is strength, and strength is power in all. You know what I mean? So it's a vibe. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Wow. So Suzette Smalls Wicks have a question for you. Outside of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who would you most like to collaborate with, and why?
Oh, okay. Repeat that for me.
Yeah, outside of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who would you most like to collaborate with, and why?
Well, you see, to be honest, when you're an artist, sometimes it's best if it comes naturally when you find that person. I mean, of course, there are persons I would like to collaborate, but it is not a good thing to say it. You know what I mean? It's always good to let it manifest itself. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you may meet a person who you never think about, and then that person has a perfect energy and a right song, and then like I'm gonna give you an example right now. So there's this artist in St. Vincent called Mason Made, and very talented guy. He produces music, he mixes and everything. And this year, well, just before I came down from Atlanta, he messaged me and he said, "Hey, Skopyon, I have this song that I'm writing, and I don't really like the verses that I'm writing, but he have the hook line in the chorus. So he said, can you help me with the verses?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And then he sent it for me, and then I sent it back for him, not knowing that he's gonna love it so much that he said, "Hey, Skopyon, how about you go in the studio and voice this over properly and do some harmonies, and there we have a collaboration." So sometimes it happens like that. And right now, that song is on the charts in Zimbabwe. It's actually, I'm not sure if it's a chart, but it's in the ratings of I think it's number 150 in Zimbabwe. It's called No Talk, Scorpion and Mason. I don't know if you can pull it up and you can get a chance to listen to it. You know what I mean? But it's a beautiful fusion, So that is the best way I can answer that question, Suzette. I think it's always good to vibe naturally with someone. You know what I mean? I have persons I would like to work with for sure, but I would like to see how it will manifest itself. You know what I mean? Because it will give you a better energy and a more excitement to actually do the work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So who do you see as your main competitor?
Me
in St. Vincent. You know, they have Fireman Hooper, they have Skinny, I don't know, Skinny Fabulous is still taking part, I don't know.
Well, I mean, in terms, okay, if we are going into a competition, to be honest, like I've been many times before, and I've been in competition with all those guys, you know what I mean? And I would have come out on top with, Skinny, Fireman. I've been in competition with these guys, and I've come out victorious. So there is no competition that you should fear other than yourself. You know what I'm saying? However, these guys are top. These guys are top men in St. Vincent and in the Caribbean, and same so with Skopyon. So it's like, you always have to remember that while your competitors may come with their 100% preparation, you too have to do that as well, and you have to know your ability. And I know my ability. You know what I mean? So there is, you can break you, and you can make you. You know what I mean? So that is one thing I've learned, that whenever you're in a competition, you have to focus on what you can do, focus on what you have to do. You know what I mean? Because the minute you get distracted worrying about the next man, then you're gonna fail. So I fear no man. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. I like the confidence. I like the vibe. I like the command. I like the energy. I like the vibe. Let's take in a little piece of that song that you just mentioned there. Let's see if we could run a little bit of that, folks. Just
My mind is on the way. Yeah. Action, baby, action, 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 baby, action. Give me my little faction. Don't treat me like a phone call. Ringing in my ears all night. We come to make the rain fall. Like the pandemic has feelings. We wind it up on your bumper. We tell you up front, in a talk, in a radio announcer. Rotate waist for me. Girl, brace down for action. Red brace and steady. Let's talk and more action. Cut out the interrogation. Baby, instead of up, I must give me some motivation.
Boy.
Girl, I don't take no talk. Drop that thing and pop it for me. I don't take no talk. Prove it to me. I don't take no talk. You don't like your brain for me. I don't take no talk. Prove it again. Girl, I don't take no talk. Your body got the it for me. See you. I don't take no talk. One thing on my mind, I got to get with you. I don't take no talk with you. Get with you. I don't take no talk. Only thing on my mind is to get with you. Know you like this with organic.
Yeah, man, big tune. So you write your own material. Do you work with other writers or?
Well, I mean, like this project, as I said, Mason brought the hook line, and as I said, I thought I was. Well, the way he spoke with me, he wanted me to write the verses for him, which I did. But then he was like, "Nah, Skopyon, you gotta sing it." But like that, of course, and "Leave Me Alone" was done by myself and James EP. James EP brought the idea of "Leave Me Alone," and then I sang it in my way, and it became the road march. It became a hit around the world. You know what I mean? So I know you know the song. When you play it, you're gonna figure it out. That song won the road march in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. It was a major hit, as I said, around the world, and it's still one of our top, collaboration that come out of St. Vincent in this modern time. You know what I mean? So, wow. I've worked with a lot of artists. You know what I mean? But in terms of me writing my music, yes, I don't physically write anymore because everything is in the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, season.
So I'm well seasoned. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I like it. Let's get some more of his music, folks.
But humble.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's no arrogance, man. I appreciate the humility and the genuine. You could see your vibe is natural. It's not a forced vibe. You understand? So you're not coming across in any way as arrogance or anything like that. That is an inspiration for the up and coming artists to
right, definitely. Yeah.
To see that kind of vibe and that energy and see that it's possible.
Right, facts.
We want to take in some more of your music, and folks, please, whatever you're doing, if you're not already subscribed to his channel, his YouTube channel, or his music, you need to add his music on your playlist. You need to share the vibe.
Quick and fast.
Effective ASAP. Let's quick on another track there. Yeah, man. Let me ask you. We had to send them to go on the full track online. The whole track, you had to go. So we give you a real teaser there. So tell us the inspiration behind that. What's her name? The one that inspired that track.
Well, it's not necessarily. No. You see, let me tell you, my brother. Like me personally, my music inspiration comes from me interacting with nature, interacting with people. And and because I am a person who is open to creativity, meaning that anything can be a song or any situation can be a song, and I've sung about experiences like Hammond Kongs, the same song that you saw in the live performance. That was me watching an API program in St. Vincent about the extraction of kongs, and not thinking about making a song, but I was inspired. It was a great inspiration to see how, they extract the kongs from the shell, and it was beautiful. As I said, that's in one of our islands called Union Island. We call it the Kongs Island. So there was doing a documentary on that. But I'm just right. So Tight Jeans, of course, man, for many years, man. I guess this song was in my head for many years because one day I just started singing. Oh, girl, tight jeans, tight. Oh, girl, tight jeans, tight. So tight. You have to tight this. You know what I mean? But we as men, whenever we see a woman in jeans, like, ooh, boy, the jeans tight. It's the Caribbean thing. You see, we always say, oh, you get in the jeans, like you grease your foot to get in the jeans. You know what I mean? We say them tough. So it's just a conversation. Music is a conversation in song, and when you become a writer, or a creative person, you should never try too hard to compose a song. What is the hardest thing about a song is two things: the melody and the concept. And once you find the concept and you find the hook, then you're on your way. So for me, that's why I say I don't take a pen and paper and write anymore. It's just that for me, that's a waste of time for me right now, because as I said, everything is in my head. I like to get a visual of it. So whenever I drop a song, it must automatically, you know what I mean? I'm not that artist where you have to play my song 24 times for you to get to like my song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure, I'm not that person. You know what I mean? So that's why today every fan that is on the line gonna be a Skopyon fan after today. So, and I want to thank you guys again. Cash Major Flow and Mr. Exodus for having me. You know what I mean? And the listeners on the line, just go and type in Skopyon and become a fan. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Don't stick, quick and fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And you pick on some topics. Your songs pick on some topics that will resonate with a lot of people. For example, let's listen to this little one here. Let's listen to a little clip of this one here.
Warning. Someone got hunting. Hardest season start, I'll get them come out.
Oh God, all this season started. You know what cannibals come around. Oh God. Well, but I don't even know if there's a season for that, because that happened in 24/7.
Well, that's another story, my brother. But I said this is the right time, so I could use it and make it into a song, because, of course, this is the season where people get horn as well. But as I said, traditionally in the Caribbean, you get horn every day. You know what I mean? So that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Let's take it.
Warning. Someone got hunting. Hardest season start, I'll get them come out to screen. Man, tie your girl, them girl, let's take she way for free. If I think I chop your girl in a soca party, you may get on eventually. No vex. If I let man I get this way, no stress. No girl line up take her next. No vex. If she stop calling your phone, no stress is no so free. Everything can jump your girl in a soca party. You make it on eventually. No fear, money.
Boy, someone hearing them songs and it's just memories. There's a question there that it says there. Suzette says, Cash Major Flo, have you ever gotten or give a horn? Mr. X, you ever give a carnival horn? Well, what I could say, in all honesty, I'm a musician, well, semi-retired, but so as a musician, you learn to play different instruments. So, you know, I used to play the trumpet.
Good. I like that.
You understand?
I like that.
I put on that instrument for a while now. You know, I hung up my boots. So I no longer in the horn section in the band.
So what you're saying? You turn a drummer now? You're not horning anymore?
I play the organs. I play the organs. The piano, the organs.
You play the organs.
I play the organs. But you know, before I used to use the horn to play the organs, but now it's just the organs I play.
I got you.
Mr. X, we want to know as well. They ask if you ever gotten a carnival horn or given a carnival horn.
Well, I never give a carnival horn. I make the band play the horn for me.
Okay. Yeah, my brother. Mm-hmm.
You know, all that is part of performance. You know, you tell the drum, give them a sample. You know, then you tell the bassman, give them a sample, and then you tell you know.
So Mr. Exodus, you encourage horning. I understand.
Oh God, but that's the beauty of you see, that's the thing about it. Our culture and our music, and when you bring that together, it's something that is unique to the Caribbean. The rest of the world, you know, they have their vibe and stuff, but our thing is so colorful. Like even a topic like that you know, guys would be embarrassed to think, but we could laugh and have a joke about that, and you know what I mean, and take it to the stride, and then that's all part of the game. That's all part of the Caribbean life, you know. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, but it's facts. You know, we different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like they say, black men don't cheat. You know what I mean? Caribbean men don't cheat. So you know what I mean? So
facts.
Yeah, so.
But also, like people sometimes people see every carnival they making a carnival baby.
Yeah,
carnival baby. Oh
yes.
Boy.
Well, they're right. It's because of hunting season. That's why. You know?
Let me tell you some big tunes. Your catalog and your songs online there. Like I say, folks,
Yeah,
man. We will post the links to the songs, and we'll be making posts throughout the week. So please do us the honor of supporting the vibe, supporting the thing, you know, the vibe. We'd like to share memes and all kind of stuff that is, you know, just of no real value. And when we have artists that's putting in the work and giving you quality, you know, you have to have that in your playlist or even your ringtone. You know what I mean? That's the vibe. Let's take this one. This one is called Greedy Man, and I want to know this. I want to hear the backstory behind that one. Let's take a little cool.
This is the remix. Show some sugar on the remix. I now step on the girl them. Sometimes if me coulda take all of them. Cause I'm a greedy man. Don't ask me for no explanation. Banana tree, all kind of shape style me never see. Go down, hand on the knee.
I have to interrupt this one to say, because you know your flow, man, based on the rhythm, like your flow, just wow. You understand?
Thank you.
Based on the type of rhythm, you just
it doesn't matter.
Way.
Yeah, you know? Because you know, if every man think about it carefully, you're like a river. You know, and with that being said, you know, if you notice how water flows through any valley or mountain or any situation, it always finds its way through. You know what I mean? And that's how I think whenever music comes to me or idea, if you think carefully into the topic, you can create the song that fits the topic. You know what I mean? And it is art, you know what I mean? And it is something that we should not take for granted. Not just singing a song because you want to sing a song. It must resonate with the beat and the feel, and it must fill up the atmosphere. And if there's so much great things to creativity that we take for granted as humans or as entertainers, that you have to spend time with whatever you're creating. It should never be a rush thing. It should never be a hurry thing. It should never be a fame thing. It should always be something that's gonna create a legacy or create something tangible, then, so to speak, where you can feel it. You know what I mean? So that's what I really focus on, is to make that song that when everybody listens to my music, as I said, if you never heard me before, you're gonna instantly become a fan. You know what I mean? And that's how I get through this to my marketing. You know what I mean? So I may not be that person who have all of the links as it relates to who's a promoter, who's a radio station, or who is this and whatever. But whenever they come into contact with my music, eventually they're gonna say, "Oh, yo, check the back record, check the back check in, you know what I mean, or the forward check or the side check of this man music," and you're gonna realize that I have my accolades, I have my consistency, and of course I have the pride of a Caribbean citizen, you know what I mean, and as a Vincentian to represent, you know what I mean, in the best way, and as a creative person. Because I want the listeners to feel good listening to my music. I want you to own the song. I want you, when you listen to my song, you say, "Oh, this is my song," because I'm doing it for your ears. You know what I mean? It is from my creativity, which is giving the honest opinion about, hey, Skorpion, is this good enough? How is it gonna resonate to the people over there who is listening for the first time? And I got this information from a musical director. He says, "Skorpion, listen, whenever you sing, if there's one person in the audience, give a performance like there's 20,000, because when there's 20,000, and if there's one person, when the 20,000 come, you should have the same response like this, that one person who was there, and meaning the response of good music, the response of, hey, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So what drives you? That's what I want to know. After achieving so much, an artist could say to themselves, "Well, I've done this. I could relax now and just
right,
enjoy life and then take a back seat." But what motivates you to still be creating music, having an impact, and what really keeps you going musically?
Okay, well, first and foremost, I can't take a back seat because I took out the back seat of the car, so I only have front seat. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I'm in the driver's seat, you know what I mean? So I'm and I have a passenger seat, so no back seat, you know what I mean? Just forward. No, what drives me is the fact that I found, when I discovered music, I was already doing it without knowing what I was doing. So I was by the radio listening to music. I would be making up song when I'm going to the mountains. I'll be making up song if I'm just washing clothes, if I'm scrubbing my shoe, if I'm playing, if I'm in class, I would find myself beating drum while the teacher would be like, "Who's that?" You know what I mean? So it was there from the beginning. No, I'm not sure if I said this in the beginning, but I was discovered by my teachers. Well, my friends knew, but my teachers were the ones who actually told me, "Hey, we heard you could sing, and we want you to sing and represent our school." And I said no. And he said, "Hey, I'm going to give you a strap or you sing." So I said, "I'm going to sing." So thanks to my teachers, I know the one who pulled me out of the class, I know he's in a higher place right now, I mean, I know he's proud of what I'm doing. But what drives me is the fact that every year when I come with music and I walk through the town, there's somebody who's going to stop me and say, "Hey, Skorpion, this is my song." A matter of fact, just now, this person just saw me, "Hey, Skorpion, boy, that song, tight jeans, tight. I'm just saying, wherever I go, 2 years ago, I had a song that took the world by storm. You probably heard it. A song called Big Road. And that song took St. Vincent by storm. It took the Caribbean worldwide by storm. A song called Big Road. If you check it out online, you're gonna find it. But what keeps me, as I said, is the fact that this talent discovered me before I discovered it. You know what I'm saying? So there is no way I could go away from it other than to harness it and continue to produce. Maybe that's why I don't write anymore, because there's so much to give and there's so much there within my space and within my creative energies to give. So I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just gonna do it, brother. I'm just gonna do it.
I'm sure you have questions for him. I don't want to be the one asking him everything. You know, I'm sure you have. There's something that I haven't touched on that you want to ask him.
Yeah, man. So how do you handle criticism and feedback as an artist?
Okay, so well, first, I'm not the person. Well, before, what people used to complain about is the fact that I used to separate. I do separate Scorpion from Sean Williams. I do. You know, so if I walk down the road, I'm not walking on a Scorpion. You know what I'm saying? I promise you. But people see the vessel, which is Scorpion, and they be like, hey, and I do vibes with them. But I don't ever walk with that. I never walk with that. Because I have the opportunity to separate Scorpion from Sean Williams. You know what I mean? But to deal with criticism is not to deal with criticism, but to listen. You know what I mean? Listen what they're complaining about. To listen what they're saying. Is it relevant? Does it make sense? Is it coming from a place of respect or an observation, or is it coming from a place of love? Is it coming from a place of, hey, I would like to see this guy do better? Is it coming from a place of competition or competitiveness? Because some of your fans have different artists that they love as well. You know, so we share. As fans share artists and we share fans. You know what I mean? There's no way going around it, because I don't have my fans with. I probably do have fans who are just Scorpion fans, but it's rare to find that. You know what I mean? You're gonna love somebody else. You know what I mean? But how do I take criticism, or how do I keep the fans that love my music? Is to continue to please them in the best way, and not please them in the way in terms of doing the trendy songs, but doing great music that could live long, music that means something. You know what I mean? Of course, you're gonna make the trendy song, but you still gotta make it proper. Like, for example, do you know why there's a lot of recalls in terms of vehicles in America? Because everybody is trying to be that hot person. Everybody trying to be that hot market. Everybody trying to get the next hot sales. So while the vehicles look good and you go and rush and buy them, they will have to recall them, because they will end up in the long run lose a lot of money, because if there's a faulty issue, the car catch a fire, you know what I mean, and cause that they gotta spend money. So what they do, we have a recall on Kias. Like my car, I got a recall this the other day, and go back is free. So I'm trying not to have a recall in my music, meaning that when I put out a song, it should be really ready. It should be done. You know what I mean? It should be complete. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to run on to be the hottest artist, because I'm already hot. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to be the hottest trending artist, because what happened to trending artists? They may trend for 2 months, and then what happened after that? In most cases,
you never see them again.
Right. So, and I've been around since 1990. You know what I mean? And as I said, I've won road marches. I've run Calypso Monarch, Raga Soca Monarch, Calypso Monarch, as I said, new song. And I'm still today relevantly making songs and making big songs too. You know what I mean? So take your time and grow. You know what I mean? There's no rush. You know what I mean? What does it profit a man to gain this world and lose everything?
True.
Yeah, man.
You seem to be on a higher level in terms of the things you touch on, and I get a little sense of spirituality there as well. So I mean, you must be a man that believe in the Most High or higher power or higher being, without touching religion. I get that vibe that your standards and your belief system is very solid. That's a good background.
Facts.
Yeah, man. As a legend, a veteran in the game, what advice you would give an upcoming artist that just starting the career?
Well, to be honest, there are a lot of upcoming artists who, as I just mentioned, are in it just for the viralness of it, or for the fame, or just for the vibe. But if you're true to the game and you're a true artist, you will realize that what comes with this game is a lot of failures, a lot of hurdles, but you still have to persevere. You know what I mean? And so the advice I would give is not really an advice, but if you're in it and you're a true artist, you're gonna find your way. Just like I say, When you're an artist, you're like water, you know what I mean? And you're gonna find a way to flow. You know what I mean? And that's how I've learned. You know, my advice to that person is to continue to learn. Because learning meaning that if you know you're not singing properly, you're not on key, you have to go back to school. You know, go and learn. If you know you have problem, you know, when you're singing, go to voice training. You know, if you don't understand composition, go to a workshop. You know, if you don't understand what style of music you are, or you don't know your culture, go and learn your culture. Learn who was doing it before you. You know, and I told some youngsters yesterday, I said most of these guys don't even respect calypso because they think calypso is a old people thing. Is an old people thing. But how calypso could be an old people thing when they were youngsters? Young Sparrow was singing calypso. Young Beckett was singing calypso. It's not an old people
and
thing.
It's still around today. It's still around. It's still around.
Right. They grow old in music. They become not old. They become golden in music. We don't use the word old because old really is really gold. That's why they say old, because it is GOLD.
Yeah, true.
But the English the English language is the serpent's tongue. So you got to be careful what you say, because you could poison your ears and the way you speak, because this language which we speak right now was not really created for us. You know what I mean?
For us, facts.
So Beckett and these guys grow gold in the music. So they started from a young age. So how could it be a old people music? It's not. It's golden. You know what I mean? Because they start from that young age to that time. You know, and if the music take you in that position, then that's vibe. You know what I mean? You know. So that's how I would tell a youngster is to learn about what you're getting yourself involved in. That's the best advice. Learn it. And learn it don't mean just learn who is trending. Learn what you're doing, because most people don't know who they are in the music. They don't know what they're doing. They say, "Oh, I want to do a song like that," and they go in the studio and do a song like that without actually knowing the origins of it. You know what I mean? And get themselves involved, and then know they really don't know, and they don't have and that's why so many young artists, I really can't give them advice like that unless I know you're a true person, because they do something and get you, and then the next year they can't get you because in the first place you didn't know what you put yourself in. You put on a shoe, and you don't know if it was the left foot or the right foot, and you wear it down the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I like your reasoning. Man. You know, that's gems. And again, to the upcoming and the new generation, they have to be able to take pages out of the books, like you say, of the golden artists, and they have to not just think that it's an overnight game, because clearly that experience that you've had, that is over time, that knowledge, that wisdom, and that approach, like you said, you don't go to a studio with pen and paper anymore. You understand? It's natural. You've done your homework, you've put in the effort. You've the music and you basically is one entity now.
Facts.
So the artist
Trust.
that is listening to that take it in for its value. Listen, if you need to listen to that over and over, because that is some jewels that's been given there, and you must be thankful, because sometimes artists don't like to share the formula or the secret or what works. Some artists tend to take that to their grave, because nobody probably shared that with them. They had to discover that over time. So, I'm appealing to the young artists, take on board the advice. It will give you longevity. You see all those trophies? You see all those awards? And that is just a fraction, So, my brother, wow, I'm so impressed and I'm so blessed. I was so afraid that we would not have gotten to interview, because when I started going through your songs, I said, well, what happened? We need to get the right promo, put the promo together and everything. And it's like, let's put everything into this and let's get this going. And I'm excited because I know we'll get great content to share and to put out there. And then I'm so thankful that the higher power, the father, make sure. And I want to thank Suzette for making it happen.
Facts.
I really appreciate the connection and stuff. And I think it's just a network vibe. This is a connection that is built there. We'll be following your your vibes and your music and stuff like that, and we support you 100%.
Thank you,
anytime
my
any
brother.
stuff wants to be released, I've already started sending the tracks to our DJs and stuff like that. So we really, really appreciate you. I believe in giving someone the flowers in their lifetime, not after they've gone, to say, well, oh boy, this was a great man. My brother, you are great. And I really thank you for your contribution to the culture.
Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, my brother.
I think you've made your island very proud.
Thank you very much, man.
Mr. X, any last words?
I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed. I'm also speechless. Yeah, man.
That's a good thing. So, folks.
Yeah,
go ahead, please. Sorry.
Yeah. So I was just telling my brother Exodus. We don't say last words. You know what I mean? The words is continuous, because whenever we drop gems or we say anything, is a continuation. That's why that's why people quote us. So there is never no last word, because in the beginning the word was God, and God was the word. You know what I mean? So there is never word without end. So there's no last word. You know what I mean? And big up Suzette, as I said. Suzette is part of the Skopyon team, and she always put me on to some of the ground networks, and I like ground networks. You know why? Because we live in a bubble now in the world where, as I said, there are friends and of affiliates and whatever, and sometimes, as you say, my brother Cash, Major Flow, you said we tend to miss some of the gems, just like me. Sometimes we tend to miss some of the underground platform that can put you onto something great as well. You know what I mean? Because like me, I always say, everybody would never hear all the music. You know what I mean? I'm not Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if you check the effort and the way I push my music, it's the same template: hard work, dedication, and committed to create a song that could last. You know what I mean? And within our Caribbean space and our diaspora, the music is something that we can bring more people to our shows, to show them the Caribbean life, and to bring a more joyous feel to our Caribbean civilization, you know what I mean, as it relates to our islands, you know what I mean, and bring a more unity in terms of collaborative effort. Because your platform, is it right to say that this is a St. Lucian platform? It is, you know what I mean?
I would not say it's basically St. Lucian. St. Lucian that's hosting it, but it's a worldwide thing, because so it's St. Lucian, it seats everything, man.
Right. So no, what I was saying, really and truly, I know you guys gonna have artists from around the world, but I'm just saying that your Lucians who are doing this. So at the same time, the flag of St. Lucia is being flown from your platform, and I'm saying this to say that we as Caribbean nationals, this is the best week. This is the thing that we should do to as I said, to collaborate, our talents and our love for our culture by integrating. You know what I mean? And I said, I tip my hat off to you guys for having me here, because I feel so comfortable, to give you guys, a little story, a backtrack of how I started and who I am and the music that I do, and I'm also impressed to see the impression that you guys have about me. So it's a good vibe, because I'm gonna tell a friend about you guys, and the same thing you're gonna tell a friend, and that's how we're gonna get to network and share good vibes, because you never know who's listening, and you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying, and I always take these things as an opportunity and as a great opportunity to showcase a talent and to be thankful, to be alive, and to just say, hey man, this is me, this is what I do. Do you like what I do? Share what I do, and you know what I mean. It's a good vibe, trust me.
That's it.
Yeah. So is there any style of music which you don't like?
None. I can do all of the genres in the world.
Country music,
and I could easy. I could do anything. I could do anything, my brother. Anything.
Wow.
Because to be honest, as I said, I'm a trained singer. So that alone could tell you what I could do. I could sing any genres. Any.
Okay. So what's your opinion? What's your opinion about the 90s music and now the type of music they have now? What's your opinion about that?
Okay, so the music now, you will have to appreciate it. You cannot bash all of it. However, it's different. Back in the 90s, to me, and I think we could attest to it, that the 90s probably was a high point in our historical existence, as a high point in music. You know what I mean? And people say the 90s is the best, but I also can say the 80s and the 70s were the best as well. You know what I mean? The early 2000s as well. This time around, I think what has happened is that, for the same reason we were just having a conversation about the youngsters who are in the music now, some of them, and I'm not sure, because I don't want to bash nobody. I'm just saying that some of them did not do their homework. They just jump into the music and not listening how to actually compose a song without being vulgar. You know what I mean? They're double entendres. They're hidden treasures in the vocabularies. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And if you find out, and you have to be careful how you're saying things, because of course the kids are listening to music now, because each one of them have access to a device. You know what I mean? And so we have to be mindful of that. But in comparison with the 90s, I still have the 90s as A plus. You know what I mean? A plus, A plus, A plus, A plus.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
Wonderful. Yeah, well, it's been a wonderful experience for us having you on the program. I know you're very busy. I don't want to go overboard and take too much more of your time. So we really appreciate your presence. We look forward to even great things from you, and continue doing such a great job. And again, it's been an honor and a blessing having you as part of our forum. We will take in that song that you mentioned as our final, and then we will. Well, I won't say final. I need to monitor my words now. And our next year, so let's just take in a little piece of that song, and so let's see if we could just cue in that song there. Okay.
Say everything must be big, so big. Big speaker, big chop, big dealer.
Wait, problem. Wait.
Big road, big road, big road. Be wine up and get on bad and walk she man. Big road. She want a big road. From the time she see the road, from the time she touch the road, she start wind up and get it devoted. She want me the baseline in she so. She want a strong man who can jump she up on his feet. One who can handle it and mix it up, make it sweet. No little than, just bigger than the highway.
Yeah, man.
In Tokyo, Japan. She want to stay. Do when she waits. Cause if the road too small, it's traffic jam in the place. She want big road, big road, big road, big road. Wind up and get on bad and walk she man. Big road, big road, big road. She want the big road. And she business in the road. Traffic something in the road. Like thunder when she bump and roll. Every man want to cheat that for sure. Right to the left and center. She go down to south, come up, do not like her.
Wait, mad.
The highway in Tokyo, Japan. She want my space.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what
big tune,
lovely talent
big
being
tune.
showcased here. I must say, St. Vincent have some lovely dancers and talent. I might have to book my flight. I check my schedule and book my flight now.
Yeah, but that's what it is, man.
The dancers alone you saw.
Yes.
Well, you know what happened? I had to watch that video 2 or 3 times again too, to take in everything. But I was a little bit distracted. I like the talent and the movements, and yeah, they put a nice effort forward, Yeah, man. The production, the video, top quality, top class.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, my brother.
Yeah. So I think I'm gonna shoot a video in St. Vincent. So I might need some of those dancers. You might have to.
Man, listen, yeah, we have
not a music video, a trumpet, a orchestra,
a horn and song. Yeah, all right, I got you. Good idea.
Mr. X. Yeah, but well, I want to wish you all the best for the carnival. I want to wish you all the best for the carnival and have a great season. And
thank you very much.
Anything that you post, we will be trying to share and doing our bit and stuff. And again, it's been a privilege and an honor on our part. We thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you again. I believe there's a family member of yours that's also an artist that we want to hopefully bring on in the future. I believe.
Right.
I'm not sure. I believe it's your nephew.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have plenty cousins who sing, so I don't know which one it is.
Okay. I believe it's Suzette's son.
Okay. Well, all right. So, okay. I don't know, but
Okay. Well, we'll work it out. Any artists as well that you want to?
Yeah, man, for real.
You believe we could be a good guest on our show? Please, make the connection on our behalf, and we thank you again for your time. Blessings from the Father, and all the best moving forward.
Yeah, my brother, and thank you guys very much for having me. And as I said, you can check out Skopyon on IG, Skopyon_784 on YouTube, Skopyon Music, on Facebook, Skopyon Music, and Spotify, all major platforms. Once you type in Skopyon Big Roads, you're gonna see everything come up. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But as I said, it's been a pleasure spending some time with you guys and showcasing, who I am as a person, who I am as a musician. You know what I mean? And it's a good vibe. And I know I would have gained maybe 1 or 2 fans, and that's like $100 for me. More than like 100 times 100. You know what I mean? Times 100. So wherever the music is being played or wherever the music being shared, I am always grateful. So thank you very, very much, Cash Major Flow and Mr. Exodus. This is great movements. Skopyon say, she loved the road, the road, the road. She say everything must be big, so big, big speaker. Yeah, man, check out the show, celebrity show. Skopyon with the big promoters. I don't know. Big host. Yeah, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for tuning in. And folks, we'll see you again next Sunday. We have a nice program as well. We have the release of the Compa Reading. We have the man Prince Unique. That's that artist that sang Ouch. We have Gozile, Manchas, and Crazy K. And some DJs in the house playing, Zouk, Compa Afro vibes. So check that out. It's going to be crazy. And again, thanks again. We'll see you guys next week.
The Caribbean Celebrity Show is a forum where we try to promote Caribbean culture, its people, and we try to highlight exceptional individuals who in some way have influenced the culture. You could check us out every single Sunday. We now on Facebook as well as on other social media platforms. But you could find us around 4 p.m. Caribbean time, 9 p.m. UK time. This forum is strictly to elevate and educate and to entertain the masses. So if you haven't already, please go follow the page now. That's Caribbean Celebrity Show